Yo, peep this. You just clicked on Let's View It, and I'm Tyrone Cross. Welcome to my channel, so you already know. Let's view it. 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 What's up, real ones? Welcome to Let's View It, the realest unscripted channel on YouTube. So I don't read a thing. I'm right off the brain. And if you like the way my brain do a thing, then please subscribe and help support me in this channel that's about truth, entertainment, laughter, and just good vibes. Even when it's negative, here on Let's View It, we still laugh about it, or make fun of it, or put it in its place. And in this video here, I got an interesting one because I came across a clip. It's a news clip that's talking about a 3-year-old that has an IQ of 160. Now the average IQ is about 100. So obviously they're saying this 3-year-old is a complete genius. But something about this news story just didn't make sense to me.
Things that make you go,
So you already know. Let's view it.
One of the smartest people around, and she's only been around for 3 years.
One Valley family's little girl is the youngest person to be in Mensa in Arizona. That's the international club that only has one benchmark, an IQ in the highest 2% of the world.
ABC 15's Katie Connor got to meet her today, and so essentially, is she smarter than mom and dad here at this point?
She's way smarter than mom and dad.
Wow.
In fact, she's actually 3-year-old Alexis Martin is smarter than 99.9% of people in the world. The doctors who tested her say they haven't seen a kid this brilliant in over 20 years of work.
She's younger than the iPad she plays on. And is barely bigger than the world puzzle she pieces together.
Russia.
But 3-year-old Alexis has a special name, Genius.
Then Canada.
That isn't a credit card Alexis is swiping, it's actually a Mensa card.
You got your Mensa card?
Mensa is that exclusive high IQ society, only for people with an IQ score above 140.
There was a dinging.
Alexis started reading when she was just 2 years old.
From like 12 to 18 months or so, we'd be driving around in the car and she would recite her bedtime stories from the night before. I mean, we're talking 20 to 25 page books. She would recite them from the night before, but not just recite them exactly.
It turns out little Alexis has an IQ of over 160. The average person has an IQ of 100.
You told raptor.
In fact, Alexis did so well on her IQ test, the doctors couldn't even calculate it.
Anytime she learns a word and just picks up a word through anything, she never ever uses it in the incorrect context. Ever.
Lambiasaurus.
It's not just her 5th grade reading level that's so shocking.
Ustedes son hombres.
Alexis is also fluent in Spanish. Her parents credit the adult app on their iPad for that.
Now she can read and translate and correct us on Spanish.
Both mom and dad know Alexis's gift is amazing, but they also are discovering new challenges.
Does she go in kindergarten early? We're kind of hesitant to move her ahead too many grades because we do want her to get that social aspect.
Even though Alexis is one of the youngest geniuses in the world, she's still a 3-year-old at heart.
I have so many questions. I don't understand IQ apparently. Like, do they have different testing levels depending on your age? Because if so, they're not saying that. Now, from what I understand, they don't. And that's why this story is saying the average person's IQ is 100, while Alexis is over 160. Now, here's where the huge contradictions come in. If Alexis is a genius and her IQ is above 160, then why does she only read at a 5th grade level? I know I read at least a 6th grade level, so is my IQ 170? There are so many things that Alexis cannot do that the average adult could do. I noticed they didn't mention anything about her math skills, like can she do algebra? I doubt it. Can she do times tables? I doubt it. All they said was that she reads at a 5th grade level and that once she knows a word, she doesn't misuse it. And it also showed her clips of learning geography and things like that. But to me, all this is proving is that this girl has a really good memory. Not that she's necessarily a genius. Because explain to me, how does she have a higher IQ than me when I clearly read better than her? I know I do math better than her. I know I'm wiser than her. I know I have more experience than her. I know I can do all the schoolwork that she can do better than her. So how is her IQ 160? Mine should be like 300. This story makes no sense. Am I missing something? Is there something I don't know? I feel like the news is just full of crap. When they get bored, they make up things. And also, how do you know that throughout her life, her IQ won't even back out to where it's supposed to be? Or a more average IQ. It happens in sports all the time. Sometimes kids are 6, 7, 8, and they're really good athletes. They can even be on YouTube because they're such superior athletes. But as time goes on and they grow up and the competition grows up with them, all of a sudden, they're not as good as their competition. But they started out way better. Sometimes at a level that's unimaginable. How do we know IQ and scholastic type stuff isn't the same way? Maybe this kid's just obsessed with reading. Have you ever thought of that? But also she's on a lot of tablets. And I'll tell you this, and I'm not ashamed to say it, and I'm not promoting it either, but my daughter improved her reading and spelling skills by playing Roblox. Because on that game, they have to talk to other kids, and the only way they can is by typing words and reading the messages. So it forced her to have to learn how to read so she can do what she enjoyed. A lot of times, things in school only show how much a kid enjoys something or needs it in their life. Even through high school, how many times have we thought, why do we need to know history class? Unless I'm going to teach history, why do I need to know history? And the next thing you know, your history grade is a D. But then you're in your art class and you love to draw, and the next thing you know, your grade is an A. Now don't get me wrong, I get some people are just so dedicated, they do what they hate to get where they want to go. But it's more common to put effort into the things you love. And I'm just saying, there could be a chance that this kid's obsessed with reading. But with all that being said, it's just at a 5th grade level. If I read at a 5th grade level, they wouldn't call me a genius. So I'm not sure how you can tell that the 3-year-old is a genius or just obsessed with reading and language, because apparently she knows another language. So there does seem to be a connection with this little girl and language. And I don't care if she's the best reading 3-year-old in the world. How is her IQ higher than 99% of the people in the world? I just caught on. I answered my own question. They're just mocking us on the news. They're calling us all stupid that this 3-year-old that reads at a 5th grade level is smarter than all of us. And I wonder how many people they got to believe this, to swallow this load of garbage. And whoever did swallow it, well, the 3-year-old is smarter than you. But now that you know, this 3-year-old, Alexis, has an IQ over 160 because she can read at the 5th grade level. All I need you guys to do is comment below. Tell me what you think. Is this 3-year-old smarter than you? How the hell is her IQ so high when she can barely read? But while you're telling me your thoughts, I'm also going to need you to hit that bell like the hunchback. Also click that hitchhiker button and subscribe with me. And I'll see you on the next trip.
Day and night. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. All my life. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Can't help I. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. That's why I. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.